And no surprise here that the cold snap is driving a lot of people indoors.
Yeah, the weather can be dangerous at this cold, especially if you don't have a place to stay. Angela Ingram joins us live. She's in Covington, where an emergency shelter expanded its hours to try to help. Angela?
Well, Rob, they are at capacity here, and they have been for several days. And the same is true across the river at a church that also supplies people with a place to stay. And that church is in Over-the-Rhine. There's still snow on the banks of the Ohio River, and the brutal temperatures kept a lot of people off Fountain Square, a place that's often busy at lunchtime. The people most affected by the cold are people experiencing homelessness.
This is very dangerous times right now with the temperatures being so cold. People can actually die on the streets, and so we've seen a large number of people come here. In fact, we're over capacity some nights.
At Prince of Peace Lutheran Church in Over-the-Rhine, there's food and fellowship, and at night the church has served as a cold shelter for men and women for the past 7 years.
They don't have a bathroom to go to. They don't have a place to have a pot of coffee to make in the morning, so this is their home. So we open our doors and we have coffee and donuts and juice and bagels.
If there's no room here, police transport people in need to other shelters. Across the river, workers prepared early for the cold snap. Normally, the emergency shelter of northern Kentucky opens in the evenings, and people leave at 7 in the morning.
So we knew going in Friday night when we brought the guests into the building that we were in for the long haul, that we were going to stay open 24 hours for the guests that we shelter and take it all the way through Tuesday morning.
The shelter sometimes gets people who have homes, but they still need the help.
Those that maybe have apartments currently that don't have utilities or ability to get safe and warm.
The goal is to get people out of potentially dangerous temperatures and not judge them because of their circumstance.
You know, empathy, dignity, compassion, and creating this relaxed environment.
In the emergency shelter here in northern Kentucky could use some volunteers to help clean up after people leave on Tuesday. And meanwhile, across the river at Prince of Peace Church, they normally get about $35,000 a year that they drum up themselves through donations. And right now they are at a $10,000 shortfall, so they could use some help as well. Reporting live in Covington, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Angela, thanks very much. Both shelters are funded primarily through donations. We have links at local12.com if you'd like to help.